Okay, so I have just very quickly modeled kind of a little person here because I wanted to show you that sometimes you want to spotlight or highlight your character, and the best way to do that is by linking a light that follows the character everywhere they go. Because you may want to use a mission in your material, or you may not, because that emission could blow out some fine details. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to my Arnold Light, and I think I've selected something. Let's try this again. And let's try let's start with a point light and see if that works. And I'm going to put the light in front of my character. And let's get it up off the ground. And move it out a little further here. And the color, I just made the color white because I don't want there to be to cast any color. And then I just lowered this to 2 and 4, so it's just a little soft light. Okay, and so I have my person, and what I want to do is I want to select a light and link it using the select and link tool, and link it to the person. So that now when I move the person, they're always going to be illuminated. The light will follow them so they stay illuminated. And when you, I think I've got this reversed. Let me rotate this so you can see it when I render it. And if you think about the principles and elements of design, you need hierarchy. Well, no, I guess I had it to begin with. There we go. And this will create a focal point with my character and his associated light into my scene. And so it's really subtle, and we're kind of far away. Let me cancel this and make this light a little bit brighter. Let's change that to 4. So 4 and 4. And that at all times now, whenever I look at my character, the light isn't so overwhelming that he looks like he's lit up, but he's got just enough light on him that no matter where he goes and where he turns and what he does, he is going to stay lit. And that if, you know, in this scene, if he were talking, if he were in the shadow, let me move him, in fact, show you what I'm talking about. Let's get him out of the lights here. Okay, so he's over here in the shadows, away from the light. So now when I render this, it's kind of 9 feet tall. You can see him, he's lit up. And I would put the light on the side of his face so that I could see his mouth or his eyes. And I might need to brighten that up a little bit more. Y'all may not be able to see that because it's still a little dark. Let's change this to 4. I already changed that to 4. Oh, I'm typing on the wrong keyboard. That's the problem. I've got 2 computers on my desk. Okay. There we go. Yeah, now you can see the character has a light. Let me rotate him towards the camera. That keeps his face lit. So even when he's in a dark place, we can still see what he's saying. We can still see his facial expressions. Oh, that far out. Oops. Okay, something happened. Okay, and now you can see what I'm talking about. When I'm next to the character here, even though he's in the shadow, I don't lose his face. And the next thing you guys are going to learn how to do is to put him on a path so that he moves. And by linking that light, you select a light and then link it to the character. No matter which way he turns or faces, you will always be able to see his front side and his face. And he'll always be evenly lit no matter what the circumstances. So that's one good way of linking a light to a character or an object, so that no matter what other lighting you have going on in the scene, you can maintain the lighting of that character. Okay? And you'll get to see that once it doesn't make sense now because you guys haven't gotten into the animation part. But when we get in the animation part and I put this character on a path, well, like we did, actually we looked at it with the cameras. I'm going to put him on a path, and as he moves, the light will stay on his face so I can always see him well lit. Okay, I'm going to stop this here, and that will be it for the basics for lighting. So if you guys want to know more and do more advanced lighting, you're going to have to take DMPT 2410. That is the lighting class. Okay, going to end this here, and next we'll start talking about animation.